Hello, my name is Leslie Humphrey, and I would like to talk to you this evening about the need for safe, happy environment for our foster children. The numbers are so great that it shouldn't be limited to a certain group of people. Every day, hundreds of children are left alone without anyone to care for them. So anyone that can provide these homes that is eligible should be considered for adoption. Have you ever felt alone or just wanted someone to talk to and no one was there? Now picture yourself as a child feeling this way. Would it matter if the family or person caring for you was male or female? What matters is that someone was there to care. I'm going to start off with a story of a little girl named Mylene. It's sort of a sad story. When Mylene was 9 years old, she became an orphan. When she was younger, her mother became mentally deranged and killed her two siblings. Mylene's mother was detained in prison. None of Mylene's relatives could be located, and after her mother was imprisoned, she was taken in by a neighbor whose daughter then brought her to their house to be a housekeeper. Her new employer compelled her to perform chores that were not normal for a child her age. Then the husband began abusing her. When Mylene was admitted to the Crisis Intervention Center, she had marks and burns on her body caused by physical abuse. She had run away due to this mistreatment and was found in the streets trying to board a bus headed for another town. Mylene was subsequently received by a foster home, where she still waits to be adopted. The story could have had a happier ending had a family been found. Think about what you would do if no one was around to take care of your child. Would it matter if it was a same-sex couple that could provide that safe and loving home for your child? What I'm going to talk to you about is how many children in our country need homes, about the need for people to adopt, whether they're heterosexual or homosexual, and how adopting a child not only helps them, but how much joy it can bring to their life. Let's start off with some statistics. In the January 2000 census, approximately 520,000 children were in foster care. Of these children, 117,000 were eligible for adoption. Can you believe only 24% of our children live in a home with a married mother and father? The number of our foster care has been increasing since the 80s, while the adoption rates have dropped. The other two facts are also very heart-wrenching. Let's move on. Now you can truly see that the numbers are so staggering. Even in 2008, there are still over 500,000 children that need stable homes. A man from Family Council states that a family purposely comprised that either a mother is unnecessary or a father is unnecessary goes against common sense. It goes against all research, and it goes against 5,000 years of human history. But how can a statement be true if we just learned earlier that only 24% of our families are comprised of a married mother and father? While on the other hand, a Maryland-based attorney named Jennifer says that adoption gives a child two legal parents, two people to care for this child, and two people for the child to inherit from. Love knows no boundaries. It doesn't distinguish between race, sexual orientation, or religion. Now let's look into some facts about families with same-sex couples. Scientific studies show that children fare just as well emotionally and socially as any type of child in a heterosexual family. Studies also show that children are more influenced by interaction with parents than their sexual orientation. The technical reports also show that children that grow up with one or more homosexual parents fare just as well, emotionally, cognitive, social, and sexual functioning. Children's optimal development is more influenced by the nature of the relationship and interaction with the family unit than by just the structure form it takes. Now you can truly see that there is nothing that says kids that grow up in same-sex homes function any differently than kids in a homosexual or a heterosexual home. Let me show you just how much it means for a child to be going home. Let's hear from some same-sex families that have already adopted children. A little boy named Jackson, he's 5. For Mother's Day, he makes cards for his grandmothers. His fathers say there's no need for them to get the lacy little flower cards, and it doesn't bother them, so they get to go visit their grandmothers on this day. Jackson is just one of 65,000 children being raised by a same-sex parent. Robert Calhoun and his partner Clay also have 2 children. They're from the same biological mother, but they take care of them together. They say they're totally equal, as loving, and they're as loving as any female parents, straight parents, or any biological parent. Love makes a family, not biology or gender. Now that I've told you about the statistics, the number of children that need homes, the types of parents needed to adopt these children in their homes, I've given you facts about children that live in these same-sex family environments, that nothing changes whether it's a homosexual environment or a heterosexual environment. And let you hear how same-sex families feel about their adopted children. Now, what if a child waiting to be adopted was yours? Imagine if that child needed a home because you were taken from this world and they had no other family. Could you look down and see your child laughing and playing and being tucked into bed by a caring adult? Think of the joy and the satisfaction that this could bring you. Who cares if your child isn't perfect or better than anyone else? Because those parents love them for who they are. I'm going to leave you with this. What if the only couple that could offer a safe and stable environment for your child was one of a same-sex couple? What would you do? Would you thank God that there was a family willing to raise your child like he or she was their own? Thank you.